I'll just wait for people to come into the live and then I'll explain. It's easier on live than it is in segmented videos. Hi guys. Hi. I'm sorry I look like shit. Hi. Okay. So I'm gonna explain what happened on live. I'm here again. Hi Haru. I'm gonna explain again what happened on the live that I did on Instagram. Not Instagram, that I did on TikTok. I'm doing it live so that I can actually save the video and then I can post it later. And it's just easier than posting segmented videos, which I did in the past about the previous situation that happened. So yeah, I'm here again. I got some free time, so I'll stay. Thank you. Hang on, let me pull up the stuff on my iPad. Because fun fact, I had mentioned sometime in the live as the whole thing was happening that I needed my charger, but I was actually running to get my iPad just so that I could actually get people into the TikTok live so that they could witness what was happening, as well as sort of try and take some pictures if I could. But obviously it's difficult. It's an iPad. It's huge. It's not meant to really be taking photos. So yeah, I'm gonna try and explain it again. So what had happened was I went live on TikTok with the intention just to play games and be chill, because I wanted to try going live. Do you need it now? I think there's some of the screenshots on there, so I'll just keep it open just so I can get to it. But I went on live on I'm glad that I stayed, because if I didn't, something bad would have happened. I'm glad that you stayed as well, and thank you for staying and backing me up throughout the whole thing. I really appreciate everyone's support. I honestly do. It means a lot. It's just settling in now, so the whole thing is just... I'm not laughing anymore. I'm not laughing anymore. I was when it was happening, but I went live on TikTok with the intention to play games live, because I wanted to go live and really test out whether or not I would be happy continuing live on TikTok or go back and forth from Instagram and so on and so forth. Because I like being able to go live and interacting with people and just, you know, being chill and everything, because I think that's fun. Better than just posting a photo and then, you know, obviously reading comments. There's more interaction that way through live. So roughly in the beginning of the live, this guy joined. His username is... Okay, I won't give you the full username. I'll give you the first part of his name, which is Elias or Elias. And when I saw this username, it kind of set off some alarm bells in my head, going like, oh, this sounds very familiar. But it was a different username. And he suddenly types in the chat, hi, and I go, hi, you know, not really. I was like, maybe I'm just, you know, being paranoid. And he goes, do you know a guy called Elias? Not me, but a guy called Elias. So in my head, I instantly know exactly who he's talking about, but I don't say who, in case maybe I'm wrong. So I go, maybe the name sounds familiar, but you need to explain to me, you know, like, because I can't always put names to face or face to names. You have to remind me sometimes. But this name was ringing a bell. And I knew exactly what it was, who it was he was talking about. So I kept playing dumb, and he goes, oh, do the dates May 15th and May 16th ring a bell? And I know he's talking about the Paradigm Mall event. I can't remember what the event was called, but it was that event. Hi Ian. And I immediately realized that it's like, it really like sets in that he's talking about this kid. Now, for context, Elias is the name of, or the username of the kid that stalked and harassed me throughout that event, as well as Anime Fest. Okay, yeah, that's the name of the event, Anime Fest. He stalked and harassed me at the event, as well as sent me some DMs where I was not comfortable with, because he is a minor and I'm an adult, so obviously that's very, very wrong, and I do not agree with that type of things. And I had set boundaries, and essentially he caused me to have several panic attacks. And unfortunately, I didn't save the story that I had made during that time to my highlights, so I'm really sorry about that. But brief explanation of what happened, which will lead up to this situation, was he was a minor. He is a minor. He still is. Not was, he is. He said he had a crush on me, that he was in love with me. I told him, no, you're a minor. I'm not comfortable with that. It's very wrong. He said, age is just a number. I was very polite throughout this whole thing. I was like, no, sorry, I'm not comfortable. Then he asked me to roleplay his mommy on Discord. And again, I go, no, sorry. Like, I played dumb at first. I was like, what do you mean? You know, like, you know, maybe I'm, you know, not thinking fully, like, maybe I'm not right, you know, like, maybe he means something else, you know. Anyway, so he explains. And I go, so sorry, no. Because he's meaning it in a sexual way. And I go, again, you're a minor. I don't feel comfortable. I'm so sorry. And then he starts complaining about finding someone to love him. So again, I'm uncomfortable, but I'm not going to be rude because I don't know what this guy will do. I don't know him as well. I don't know him personally or anything like that. So I'm quite polite. I say, oh, don't worry. You will find someone, you know, who will love you. You just have to keep trying. Block him. I have already done that. It's just that he's apparently making new accounts to do so. Yeah. And then he comes onto my live during the event time. And prior to that, I was told to block him, but I did not, because I was afraid that, because I knew he was going to the event. I was afraid of him approaching me during the event and going like, why did you block me, or blah blah blah, or attacking me or whatever. So I told myself I will wait till end of the event to completely block him to ensure that I was safe. Hi everyone. To ensure that I was safe. And throughout the 3-4 days that I was there, he was stalking me, he was harassing me on my live. He kept insisting on doing things where I had set boundaries, and I'd given reasons why, because the boundaries were not just for him, they were for everybody else. They were for my safety, they were for everybody else's safety, they were for the safety of the event goers, of the families that were going to the event, because it's a mall. We're not in a hall, right? We're in a mall where there are families, there are normies, there are people who are not even there for the event. So, you know, I had to set boundaries for my own safety, for the safety of others. Anyway, fast forward, I had multiple panic attacks during the encounters with him because he kept harassing and stalking me. On the last day that I was there, he still attempted to do so, and I'm extremely grateful to all of my friends who stepped in and took care of me, who made sure that I was safe. One of them is Nazim. He stepped in and he had to physically stand between me and the kid. Keep in mind, he is 16 years old, he is a minor, but yeah. Step between me and him and tell him to leave me alone. The kid still proceeded to follow me and attempt to harass me. And Nazim had to step in again and say, hey, you gotta go or we're calling the police. Fast forward, Nazim and a couple other friends are staying with me. They would not leave me alone for my safety, again, which I'm extremely grateful for. And this kid attacks Puds, which I'm sure many people know who Puds is. He attacks Puds, you know. And when I heard what he did to her, because I'd heard the scream from all the way from the top floor to the bottom floor. I was on the very bottom, Puds was on the top. I'd heard this scream, this very loud, like, holy shit kind of scream. And I'd heard what happened. I was like, that was my fear. That was the fear I had when I wanted to block him before the event. and that basically confirmed my fears, because he had stalked Puds through the parking lot and then like attacked her and things like that, and even threatened suicide because she would not unblock him. I have experienced these types of things multiple times, but that event, that anime fest, what had happened with the 16-year-old had pushed me over the edge, and I became more paranoid. And now I will not actually go to events unless I'm sure there are people I know who I'm comfortable with, who I know would make sure that nothing would happen to me, and I would make sure that nothing would happen to them, would be going. So yeah, flash forward to today. I'm doing a live on TikTok. I was gaming on TikTok. I was playing Resident Evil. I wanted to do it because I just like going live sometimes and interacting with people. Going live on TikTok, I just wanted to try it again because I hadn't done it in a while, and I wanted to again check whether or not I like going live on TikTok, or would I just stick to Instagram. Anyway, he comes in and he asks me again. I'll very briefly explain again because new people are coming in. He comes in and he asks me, do I know this guy, Elias, or Elias, again, I don't know how you pronounce his name, whatever. And I know exactly who he's talking about. And he goes blah 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 blah, he wants to apologize. So I'm sitting there going, huh? Like, I'm confused. I'm like, you're apologizing on this person's behalf. Okay. So I say, okay, well, I don't know if you know what happened, or if you know him, but I can't accept the apology. So he goes on to explain, like, oh, I met him in a Discord server, and for context, he's pretending to be someone else, but I have 100% of an idea that this was the 16-year-old, the same 16-year-old pretending to be someone else. Anyway, he comes in and he goes like, oh yeah, I met him, he's a changed person, you know, he's been in and out of hospital, he's found someone that cares about him, and he feels like he's made a fool of himself, blah blah blah. So I say, good for him, you know, good for him, he's found someone who loves him, he's found a partner, but I don't care, because it's not my business to know who's with who. It's not my business for people, like, about people's relationships. That's not my business. Good on you though for having a relationship, but I'm not gonna inject myself into that, you know, thing. I don't know. That's just my personal thing, especially because I don't know the person, right? Also, Haru is in the live, and Haru is the true one. Like, they were backing me up the whole time, so shout out to them as well. Before Shinyi and everyone else came in, shout out to Haru. So he goes on. So I'm like, okay, no. So I explain, good for him, you know, he's doing better, he realizes that he's made a fool of himself, but I personally cannot accept that apology. And I gave my reasons why. One, it doesn't erase the fact of what happened to me, the trauma I went through, the amount of anxiety I felt, the amount of sorry, my brain is now not like working, panic attacks that I went through. It doesn't change that it happened. I'm happy that he feels that he's made a fool of himself, but I cannot accept that apology, especially if it's coming through someone else. Now, obviously, he can't apologize because I blocked him and blah blah blah, but anyway, again, knowing that he's still pretending to be someone else. Moving on. It's him, I just checked his account, okay. But yeah, he's basically going like, oh, he's so sorry and blah blah blah, and I'm like, I can't accept. It doesn't change. And then he goes on to say, oh, he's willing to give you nitro on Discord, which is essentially money. And I go, no thank you, I don't want it. I'm not on Discord as much, and I don't want you spending money on me, and especially as a form of an apology, because to me it doesn't feel like an apology, it feels more like a bribe to forget. I don't know, that might just be me. Yeah. And then I explained that's not going to pay the therapy bills. That's not going to pay for the fact that I experienced the trauma, that I had the panic attacks, that I'm so anxious now that it, like, that happened. What happened to me at Anime Fest pushed me over the edge. Exactly. He wants me to forgive and forget. That's the point. That was the point of the whole thing. Anyway, so I say no. And he goes, okay, I'll pay for your therapy bills. So I say no. Sorry, he goes, he will pay for your therapy bills. So I go, no, I don't want your money. Sorry, my hair is a mess. I was looking at myself in the camera like, God damn, the hair is a mess. My mind is in overdrive right now. My brain's in overdrive. So I say, no, I don't want your money. I don't need you to pay for my therapy. I don't need your money. It's not going to change the fact that I do not accept the apology. Again, some people may accept the money. I personally do not. Anyway, he keeps going on and on about the guy, and then he finally says, I'm live streaming. He's right next to me. So the account says, oh, Elias is right next to me. So I go, okay, and, you know, like what's that supposed to say and do, you know? And then he goes on later on to say, oh, I'm live streaming you to a Discord server. And again, I'm just like, huh? Okay, great. Like there's question marks everywhere. And so I say, I don't know what's your intention of live streaming me to people, but okay. And he goes, oh, he's got 300 people watching you. Okay, interesting. Didn't realize Discord could do that. But okay, so I say, okay, great, but I don't know what's your, so I say in response to that, oh, okay, great, but I don't really know what your intention is to live stream my live stream to a Discord of 300 people watching, but okay, sure, whatever, you know. I'm still trying to be as polite as possible. And he goes, they want you to apologize. So I'm sitting here like playing my game, and I had to like pause and go out of the game, and Haru was here for the whole time. I was playing game and I was like, what's happening? Goes out of game, you know. Just talking about it is making me really angry and emotional. God damn. So if I cry, I'm sorry. I cried earlier on the TikTok stream, but I'm trying not to like get emotional right now. Anyway, don't get emotional. Don't get emotional. You already got emotional earlier. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So I'm like, okay, so what? So I say, can you please explain to me what is it I have to apologize for? Then we will talk about it, because I am unaware of what I have to apologize for. So I go on to explain. I go on to explain, why do I need to apologize to someone or to 300 people who I don't know, by the way, keep in mind, the 300 people, and this person who harassed me, stalked me, and crossed several boundaries despite me saying no several times, and have friends who had to physically stand in between us, who also explained to you my boundaries. Why do I have to apologize to you and 300 other people who I don't know? So he keeps coming up with dumb excuses. He's going, oh, because he just wants to be friends, he wants to do this, he's had a terrible life, blah blah blah. And so to each response I say, okay, well, if you want to be friends, you don't do that. If you didn't have a choice but to play victim, which by the way that came up at one point, oh, he had no choice to play victim, okay, because he was called out for harassing and assaulting someone like Puds, and even harassed and stalked me. He played victim and said, no, it's not my fault. Okay? Friendly Ghost, I'll be saving the live and I'll be posting it later so people can catch up on this if they come in halfway through and are a bit confused, but yeah. What was I saying? God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so I was like, I'm so sorry that he has all these terrible things, but that doesn't justify me apologizing to 300 random people for not accepting an apology. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure this apology that you want me to give you is about not accepting an apology, right? Thanks for this short clarification. No worries. I'm so sorry if it's not, like, if this is kind of confusing. Do you want me to share it? Sure. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to really get my brain in order right now. I'm trying so hard not to get emotional. Because, like, I kid you not, throughout the whole life I was, like, so pissed off and it's finally setting in. And I don't like having to make things like this. I don't like having to call someone out for their behavior or making a live and telling people about it. I don't like doing it. But if it has to be done, then it has to be done. Anyway. So I said, I can't accept your apology. But if you want me to apologize, explain to me and I will talk about it with you. And maybe if you show me what I have to apologize for, I might apologize, you know? Because again, I don't know these 300 people, but I'm supposed to apologize to 300 random people on a live stream of my live stream. Anyway, it was a confusing thing. So he keeps making up excuses and eventually he goes, let me get the screenshots out. Also, to everyone that was messaging me earlier as I was like, as I was taking pictures with my iPad because I wanted to go get it. Yeah, I'll be okay. He goes, hang on, let me try to find it. Oh my god. Okay, he goes, well, I'm sorry to say this, but you're going to have a bad time. I don't know why I'm so emotional. Jesus Christ. I don't want to be. Anyway, so eventually after going back and forth, he goes, well, I'm sorry to say this, but you're going to have a bad time. So we have the shout out to my friends, for coming in and screenshotting all that. And instantly we're all going, is that a threat? In my head, it hasn't really sunk in, so I'm just like, is that a threat on my life? Are you threatening me? Because I'm getting progressively angrier. And now he's threatened my life. And he goes, shit, let me turn. Yeah. He goes, see, look, I don't want to do this, but I'm doing this for money. Hence the photo that I shared earlier on my story of like, oh, this minor is paying this person to $5,000 to threaten my life. Which clearly is a fucking lie. And I'm really sorry that I'm swearing. Don't apologize for being emotional. It's a situation most people react differently to. Thank you. And I'm really trying not to because it's a stupid thing. It's a dumb thing. Yeah, so I was like, are you threatening me? So everyone else that's in the chat, Haru, Shinyi, Cactus, I don't know if Nazim was in the chat at that point, but anyway, I messaged people. I was like, hey, this is happening. Can you get in the live in case I can't catch the screenshots in time? I'll try and share them as soon as I can. I was like, are you threatening me? I'm so sorry if I'm repeating things. I'm really, really sorry if I'm repeating things. And he's like, oh no, it's not me. It's the 300 people. It's the 300 people he's live streaming to. So I was like, no, it's not the 300 people that you're live streaming to. It's you. and maybe those 300 people, whoever those people are, if you are really streaming to 300 people. Jesus. And he goes, no, I'm doing this for money. I'm being paid 5K. So I was like, how does a minor have 5K to pay you to threaten another human being's life? And he goes, it's money. Money is money. So I started getting pissed off. And I guess because it hadn't like fully set in yet, I started getting really angry and I started laughing. And I don't know why I laughed, because it's not funny. It's not funny. A threat on my life is not funny. A threat on anyone's life is not funny. So I started laughing. So I was like, oh, I'd like to see you try. And instantly I'm screenshotting it, and everyone in the chat's going, is that a threat? Is that a threat? And they're all screenshotting it. And he keeps saying, oh, it's not me, it's the 300 people. They want you to apologize. So I said, then tell me what I have to apologize for. Eventually he keeps going on and going on and going on and going on. And I say, well, whatever hope you had of me accepting an apology, if there was any hope of me accepting an apology from that person, has just completely gone down the drain. If you had wanted me to accept an apology in the first place, you would have put in the effort to try and apologize. And you would have accepted if I wasn't going to accept your apology. Because an apology does not undo everything that you did. It doesn't undo what the aftermath was. And so he goes on to then say, oh, I've stopped live streaming now to 300 people. After threatening me with 300 people on my life. And everyone's going like, oh. So I said on the live, okay guys, so if anything happens to me, we know what happens. We all have the evidence, right? At this point, everyone's screenshotted it. I've got people sending it to me. It's really fun. It's a dumb thing. People are sending it to me, and I go, if anything happens to me at an event or before the event, we have something to link it to. We have evidence. And he goes, oh sure, go ahead, get your evidence. And we're going back and forth, and I'm not accepting the apology. What was done, it was disgusting. Doesn't matter if you're a minor. It doesn't justify the fact that you stalked and you harassed someone. And now you're coming onto my live and you're threatening me for not accepting an apology. Which he later on actually backtracks and goes, oh, sorry, I didn't mean like for you to apologize. I meant to accept the apology. So that's why they're threatening me, because I didn't accept the apology. Okay? And then later on throughout the live, close to the end, before he leaves, he goes, I hope nothing happens to you. A second threat. A second threat on my life. That doesn't sound like you're sincere about apology. That doesn't sound like you say, oh, he's changed. I don't think threatening someone's life means you've changed. Anyway, he keeps threatening, and he's like, oh, I'm not that type of person, but you know, I'm doing it for money. It's about money. I'm his butler, and whatnot. I tried to take as clear as a photo with an iPad as I could and post it to my story, because obviously I was going live and I wanted to catch as much as I could. I'm so sorry if I'm missing any of your chats, by the way. I'm sorry. Yeah. So eventually he leaves, and I think that's kind of where everything kind of started to set in. I'm just gonna turn this off because I don't want to waste its battery, but that's kind of where everything kind of started to set in, that I've just had like someone threaten my life. The thing is, right, I'm so used to all of this, like the harassment and things like that. I've been sexually assaulted. I was harassed before. I've been harassed multiple times. I've been stalked multiple times. And the 16-year-old, what happened with the 16-year-old at Anime Fest kind of pushed it. It really did push it overboard. And I honestly thought I'd moved past it until today. And what had happened was I had blocked all his accounts. I had blocked his TikTok because he had recently also followed me again on TikTok. I had made a post a very long time ago about, oh, he's back on TikTok and he's following me again. Blocked him on any social media that he had. I didn't think about him making any backup accounts at all, because in my head, what's done is done. I've blocked him, I've done what I can, and even if he were to make a backup account, I have no way of knowing if it was him. And then today, shit. Okay, I'm just gonna go back really quickly and just read your comments. I'm really sorry that I missed them. But yeah. Oh my god. Instagram, let me scroll back, please. Thank you. He wants you to forgive and forget. Yep. You have all the right not to forgive him. He's a red flag. Surrounded with red flags. Next time if Cass goes to convention, we need guys to give up president level protection. Thanks, guys. The audacity, and it started to get bad. Yep. Nah, don't worry. Cry if you need to. You have all the right to be emotional. Don't be sorry. It's not your fault. It's perfectly fine and normal to get emotional. Having a bad life doesn't justify overstepping boundaries. Exactly. So I'm trying to read all your comments. Justice for Cass. Thank you. If you don't want to accept it, it's your right. He crossed the boundary first. It's okay to be emotional. I just want to read the thank you. It's your right. It's okay to be emotional. It's fine. His Instagram's not letting me read the comments. Oh shit! No. Oh my god. It's not even your fault. The audacity to expect an apology from you. A threat. That's when I snapped. Don't apologize for being emotional. Institution. People react differently. Everyone's emotions are justified. Kids these days, nah. But that dude got me so mad. He broke the last straw. Man, the audacity. These people are unhinged as fuck. Even if you're being paid, how is that justified? Exactly. I like how, I was so scared if something was gonna happen to you. I was literally about to cry. I'm so sorry that I made you scared. Or if you got scared because of that. When he said that, me and Sir Cactus literally snapped. I was so concerned for you. Once again, apologies aren't justifiable. Reason to ignore what happened in the past. Exactly. I'm trying not to miss comments. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. If he was truly sorry, he wouldn't have done that, what he did. Exactly. I do hope karma hits him hard. I'm really sorry that you had to go through it. Where do I sign up to be your bodyguard? I may be short, but I want to join. Aww. Aw, thanks, guys. But yeah. God damn it. The thing is, I don't think he's gonna do anything, because he's just 16, but God knows what happens nowadays, you know? But yeah. I don't know what happened, but I'm sending good vibes to you. Thank you, my dear. my life was just threatened essentially. That's the basis of all this. Like, I'm so pregnant after what I witnessed, but I'm so glad to witness it, to make sure you're okay. Let's go. I think I'm just more worried about sorry. I'm okay. I'm fine. Stupid reason to cry, honestly. We must protect our mother. Oh, thank you guys. Oh, Jesus. God damn it. I'm just worried for next weekend, because I have a booth and I don't know if the layout will change or not. But all I can say at the moment, because not everything's confirmed, but as of the current floor plan, I'm essentially against a wall with not much room to escape, because obviously I've got other booths beside me. So I'm like against the wall, at least as of this moment. My booth at the moment is against the wall. So once I have all the details, obviously I'll share it, but right now yeah. It's against the wall. So if he tries anything, I don't know what room of escape I have. And I don't expect any of my friends to stay at the booth with me the whole time. I do have a booth buddy, but he usually doesn't stay at the... Jesus Christ. He doesn't usually stay at the booth the whole time, nor do I expect him to. So a little worried. And also, I do have a friend that's boothing, but unfortunately she's not in the same hall as me, although she has a dojin booth as well. She's not in the same hall as me, so she's, as of this moment, her booth is across the hall, like at the next hall over. I don't know what I'm pointing at, but yeah. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I'm gonna see if I have friends that can bodyguard me, but yeah. Take a break if you need to. Your health is more important than anything else. Yes, you could take a mental break and ignore whatever platforms he's on. Please stay safe when you're boothing. I'll be sure to drop by and make sure you're okay. Thank you. Yeah, I just need to figure things out. After this, what I'm gonna do. But also at the same time, I don't want to worry people, but I want to do this to explain what happened, and so people can be aware of this person. Have your phone with you, always be ready. Pepper spray. Yeah, I should buy pepper spray, but unfortunately pepper spray has since been banned at events due to an incident a long time ago at CF. I don't know if it still is, but I will try and bring some with me. I'll try and find time if I could come over to check on you. You really don't have to. You really don't have to if you can't come over, or if you guys are afraid to come over. Please don't put yourself at risk as well. I'll figure something out. Please don't worry. It's just a very scary thought. I don't know why my response in the first place was to laugh. It was funny to me at the time, but it wasn't funny. It was an odd response. Then you could get the alarms where you just pull the pin and it makes sound. Oh. Good idea, good idea. I'll do that. I'll get that, actually. Try bringing something for self-defense, like a pen or something to stab. I have cutters with me. I have a bunch of cutters. I'll bring those. Stabby, stabby. That's not funny, but yes, pepper spray. Yes. But yeah, I don't think pepper spray is allowed at events anymore due to incidents. But I will get the alarm, and I will have my. I usually have my scissors with me during events, so I'll have that, and I'll bring my blade. Okay, I'm prepared. Stabby energy, yes. Yeah. So I don't think he's gonna do anything, but who knows? Who knows? Never say never, right? But I think it's sold in some Daisos. Ooh. Okay, I'll check Daiso, but right after this I gotta let my friends know, at least the ones I know that can be kind of like a bodyguard. I'll be like, hey, by the way, knowing them, they'll instantly be like, do you need help? Like, start yelling, expose him to the crowd. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Yes, I will do that. I will make sure that I take extra precautions to stay safe. Let's just hope, though, that nothing happens. But if something happens, like, before the con, there's evidence of threats against my life. Sorry, I just drank the drink, so yes. Oh, bug. Yeah. Oh, dustbin's all the way over there. Okay, never mind. I'm actually sitting in my sister's room right now. Yes, we shall stay safe this weekend. Sending good vibes. So yeah, that's actually one of the reasons why I tend to stay with lots of people during events. I try not to walk alone. I try. I'll pray for you. Thank you, my dear. Yeah, I'll try and share as much of the screenshots as I can later on. I'll try and share this live later as well. Yeah. I don't want anyone going after him, no matter how angry we all are. I don't think we should. That's only just going to be like probably fuel him. I can't talk right now, Jesus. But I'll share the screenshots and everything. Yeah, I already sent some screenshots to you. Hopefully it'll help. Thank you, my dear. Let me just check very quickly. I'm sure you did, but my Instagram doesn't always send me shit because it's Instagram. Yes, I have. Thank you, my dear. A few is more than enough. Thank you, thank you. I was just trying to play games. Hang on. Let me just respond to people very quickly. Yeah. I'll hello, I'm a big fan of you. Thank you! Please make sure to travel everyone with at least 1 or 2 companions at all times. Yes. Be careful to and from your car, please. I will. I really, oh god, my tum-tum. Don't look at my tum-tum. I really need to, I really need to get new pepper spray. Mine was old and expired, so I need to get a new one. But hello to, sorry, I didn't read your username. Ed Draws, hello! Thank you! I'm so sorry you joined the live at like a really emotional time. But thank you, I really appreciate the fans. I don't usually expect to have these kinds of things. It's so weird for me. Thank you. But yeah, if you're going to any events, always go with at least 1 or 2 people. If you can, a whole group. Make sure it's people that you can trust to look out for you. In all honesty, when that thing happened, well, it's just you make my insecurity fly. Oh. Thank you. That's really sweet to say. God damn. Anyway, shit, what was I saying? Yeah, travel. I'm a chubby cosplayer and I've been insecure about my body. Honestly, cosplay who you wanna cosplay. Just have fun. Cosplay is about having fun, you know? Yeah. What was I gonna say? Shit. Shit. My brain's just gone. As long as you have fun with it, it really doesn't matter. Exactly. Cosplay is about having fun. I'm gonna share this live later on, or try to. If not, I'll upload it to YouTube because my Instagram has an issue, so I'll probably upload it to YouTube. That would be easier. That would be easier for me. Yeah, you know what? I'll share it to YouTube after this, just so that I can share the link onto here, and then it's up there always, and Instagram doesn't mess about with my stuff, because it always does, and it makes me angry. But yes, always travel in a group at least one or more people. People who you can trust to take care of you, to essentially become your bodyguards. Did I just spit? Ugh. Sorry. Who can essentially become your bodyguards, because I am extremely grateful to my friends during Anime Fest. Again, namely Nazim, Shinyi, who I don't know if she's still in the live or not, but Shinyi, to my other friends like Ra and Joss, they're not in the live right now, but to those people, and to Mick, who's not in this live. I don't think he's on this live, but my friend Mick, who also came to the event, but for making sure that I was safe, to Nazim for essentially being my bodyguard and is still attempting to be my bodyguard next weekend if he can make it. Shout out to those people. They are amazing. Thank you everyone for the really sweet words, and also to everyone saying they want to sign up to be my bodyguard. Thank you. You don't have to be, but thank you. I really, that's just really sweet of you guys. Nazim's my other friend. Yeah, he's my friend. I'm sorry if I worried anyone. But kind of like as it like I said, as the threats were coming in, as I used my iPad to take pictures and share it on Instagram as fast as I could, because I wanted to at least get some attention to it as soon as possible, because I wasn't going to end the live right there, because whatever was happening, I needed to get as much evidence as possible, and make sure that it was being witnessed, because if anything does happen, I need to have that, there. I'm going to go back and see later on if I can save the live as well. Your safety is important. No, don't worry. No, you didn't worry anyone. Thank you guys. But yes, all of your safety is important as well. Let's hope you have a good time this weekend. Yes. Yeah. I still have to make sure everything's prepared for the booth. It is an art booth. It's not a cosplay booth. Maybe one day. Maybe the next event that I go to, it's not CF, but the next event I have a booth that I might have a cosplay booth. So, yeah. But yeah. Hoping all goes well. I'm sure it will. But just in case, I wanted people to know what was happening so that more people were aware. I will, once I have everything confirmed, I'll share the booth information on here, this Instagram account, and on my art account. I will keep people updated. Probably not tomorrow because I need to process all of this, but I will keep people updated. If not, I'll share the lives tomorrow. depending on the time. What is the time? It is midnight, so that's today. Tomorrow is today. Yeah, I'll share the screenshots later. What else? I'm not gonna block out his name. I'm gonna share the name. I have blocked him, or I'm going to block him again because that shit was scary. I don't want anyone going after him and sending messages to him. Leave it, because I don't want him to feel like, oh, this is justifying me going to do it something. Okay, so just but I will share stuff so people are aware. I don't know if I'm gonna reshare all the stuff that happened at Anime Fest. Yes, it is Anime Fest. I don't think I will. I've shared it before, so I'm gonna try and see if I can find the story highlight so that I can highlight it. What else? Yeah, I'm gonna save this and post it to YouTube because it's easier that way. And then I'll share the link. So I'll share it tonight. Share the link immediately so people who have not seen the full live can go back and can watch it. Yeah. At this point, the best thing to do is to report and share to others so that they would be aware. Yep. And I'm gonna let all my friends know who are going to the event because I worry not just for my own safety, but for everybody else who may or may not be involved. Like, when I say involved with me, who may know me. Because I don't know what this person will do. I don't know what his intentions are. Maybe nothing will come of it, but share just in case. Yeah. I don't know if anyone has questions or anything, but yeah. Thank you for coming into the live, by the way. You guys didn't have to, but you did. And for all the worry, I really appreciate it. You guys are so sweet. And it means a lot. I obviously can't reply to everyone's messages, but thank you. Hi, Kirito. I don't know if I missed out anything. Is there anyone with questions that I maybe didn't clarify properly or not? Because I feel like I didn't. I honestly don't feel like I clarified it that well. Support is what I shall give. Thank you. We all worry for you. Hang on. Anyway, support is what I shall give. Thank you. Thank you. We all worry for you. Thank you, guys. But yeah, that's about it. I'm still very worried about you. I'll pray for you to stay safe. Thank you, my dear. Yeah, I'm gonna take extra precautions to stay safe now. Yeah. I'm gonna end the live now, save it and upload it, but thank you guys. Bye. I'm gonna end it before I get even more emotional and I don't want people to see me cry again and worry, so anyone that's confused, I will upload it immediately so that people can go in and check. And hi Shu, hi, just stay safe. I will. The full story will be posted as soon as I end this, but people are coming in and everything. Hi. Hi. Bye. Stay safe. Bye. Take care. Love you guys. Bye. Night. Everyone sleep well. I'll upload it immediately, and then share the link, and then I might share the links, the screenshots in the morning, depending on how I'm feeling right after this. But thank you. Have a good rest, alright, and take the needed precautions. I will. Stay safe, guys. Bye bye.